this is going to be a two-parter because it's nice and big. So we'll do 20 parts. 2 parts of 20 would be the way to actually say that. And let's get her going. Oh, I know. This is like one of the Kitaro Keshis. So these are bootlegs of the Kitaro Keshis. They're made in Hong Kong, off the old Kitaro Keshis from Japan. But if you haven't read the comic, it's definitely worth checking out. It's like a little kid who adventures and fights and interacts with yokai. It's like a weird old 60s like Japanese horror comic. Here's one of those vintage tiki totem heads. You're getting one pretty early in the game, so hopefully you'll definitely get at least one more of these. When you get multiples of them, you can kind of stack them into each other like that and pile them up high. But they're cool. They got these glyphs on the back and stuff too. I have these in my store too if anybody wants to grab a set of those. I also have sets of the Kitaro figures in the store, like full sets of those guys. Another vintage item. Little Munch Bunch grape guy. It's very strange. It's got a 1,000-yard stare. He's seen things. I have these in my store as well. I love them. They're very strange. What do we got here? Oh, finally a big prize. We got a good one. We got the hopping rat bat spider. Finally. We've been waiting for like 2 months for somebody to get this. Let's see. Forgot how I had it hooked up. It's been out there so long. But I made these. It's the packaging for him. But yeah, he's like the little pump guys. You squeeze the pump and they jump. But he's the rat bat spider. Based off of the creature from Angry Red Planet, but then more so based off of there was a bootleg jiggler that was around in the 60s or 70s that was in gumball machines, and I have in my collection, so I kind of based it directly off the jiggler, which was kind of a crude representation of the actual monster. But yeah, pretty sweet. I'll have to add another big prize since something got won. Good job. And that's pretty early into your game here, so let's see what else you got. Maybe you'll get the Ugg too or something. Who knows? Even better. You got an elf head. I have these elf heads in the store if anybody wants to get one of these disembodied elf heads. And there's another one of these little Munch Bunch guys. And like I said, I do have sets of these, or a bunch of these guys in the store if anybody wants to grab one of these weird little veggie dudes. Two elves. And double elf heads. I don't know if did you get one of these before? Good night. This is your second one. Not your third. So I will tell you too, like, the glue on these kind of didn't age that well. It kind of came loose. I just usually tuck these long pieces of fur into the neck hole there before I ship them out. But yeah, it's unfortunate that they didn't. The fur will come off if you. It's on like it's like a stuffed animal fur, so it's on like a backing, so it's not gonna just come off in pieces. But you know, you can pull it off pretty easily, the whole thing. But they make good shelf sitters. Or you just hold them like that. I mean, you could probably hold them too. It's not gonna come off that easily, but I like them still. Sometimes stuff breaks down as it gets older, like that. What'd you get here? Big Ugly sticker. go. It's on clear vinyl. Very nice. I have those available in the store, of course, as well. And some other stickers. And got some bugs. These are vintage from Hong Kong. Weird old 5 and dime store. Insects. Scare your friends. Some vintage Hong Kong tule birds. Little hacksaw guy. Hammerhead. And here, some mutants. Pretty good. Little mutant guys. Another Munch-a-Bunch guy, different character though, the Corn Man. I love the Corn Man, he's very strange. Pencil topper. Remember, these guys are, you can buy them in the store if anybody wants. Munch-a-Bunch. Here's a bootleg Muscle Man. These guys are softer than actual Muscle Man, but super cool. Made in Hong Kong. It's a baking powder submarine. These instructions tell you to use baking soda. You want to use baking powder. And then I have other tips and kind of instructions on how to use these on the Monsters Booty Instagram. If you look at the top of the page on the highlights, there'll be something labeled submarines, and it'll have instructions on how to operate these. They're cool. Weird vintage toys. I'm sure you could find stuff online too, but that's specific to those ones, the instructions that I posted. What'd you get here? Another good pose. Oh man, you're killing it. Let's see. What's this? Oh, dusty. Kind of dead stock. I used to make these. I don't really make them anymore. But they were fun when I did make them. Weird pins. They glow in the dark. I think they're UV reactive as well. This particular one. Pretty cool. Good win. And it's a pin. Wear it on stuff. Cool tie-dye looking magic skull. Ooh, that's a good prize. And all sorts of good stuff. This is another item that I have in the store. These vintage rubber Hong Kong crocodiles. They're like 7 inches long or something. They're pretty good size. Rubber jiggler. I curl up in the eggs. But yeah, I have them. They're like $5 in the store. If anybody wants to grab one of these vintage rubber crocodiles. And these are some rubber bouncy eyeballs. I think they glow in the dark as well. Another Corn Man. Alright, one last spin and then we'll do part 2. What'd you get here? Oh, you got some more bugs. Let me grab this one for you. Ooh. Alright, we'll be right back with part 2.